Hey everybody. So I just wanted to make a few videos to give complete information on the trip coming up. So we are a little less than 2 months out. I know everybody's excited. I'm getting phone calls, texts, emails. So I have the itinerary here and I wanted to go over a few different topics. So I'm going to actually make 4 different videos so that it's not such a long video and you guys can pick and choose the topics you want to watch and listen to, or watch them at different times. So I first want to talk about the accommodations because that's like the most important part of the trip for a lot of people, is obviously where you're staying. That's besides the itinerary, the excursions, but the accommodations is an important thing. So right now I would say 60% of the people who are coming, this is their first time. This is your first time coming to Jamaica. So I want to make sure that you have fun, you are comfortable, and you have an amazing trip. That's my goal. And I just wanted to give a little bit of background on myself. Some people don't know me. You got invited by a friend or family member. So I first went to Jamaica in 2006. I was 26 years old. And or 25, somewhere around there. But I was invited by one of my good friends who's like a big sister to me, and she's older than me, and she had been going for years, and she actually got married there. And so it was like a second home to her because she married someone from there. So we would go, and my first time going to Jamaica, I did not stay in a resort. We didn't stay in resorts. I just started staying in resorts 2015. So we would stay at villas, which a villa is basically a house on the beach or somewhere, like a house with a bunch of different rooms. So we would stay in a villa. We'd have a cook come and cook for us. And we would just literally be like hanging out, going to local bars, going to beach parties. It was a really chill vibe. So that's what Negril is. It's a chill vibe. It's, if you want to get away from going to, the resorts, awesome. I love resorts. I love the food. I love the activities. I love the fact that you have people waiting on you all day. But it is a certain vibe at a resort. You're at a resort, and a lot of the times you're there there's kids, there's, different people of all ages, different races. And in Montego Bay specifically, to me, it can get very touristy. And even a lot of the things that you can go and do in Montego Bay or on in Ocho Rios, it's awesome. They have they have the museums that way, Dunn's River. But to me, it's very touristy, and I enjoy a more authentic experience because that's how I was introduced to Jamaica. So I always like to introduce that same vibe. And I know last year we stayed at the Royalton, which I was trying to show people who've been on the trip with me a different side of Jamaica. And so that, to me, that resort was out the way. So it was not close to, you can't just go and walk out the resort and walk down the street and go to a restaurant or a bar or, another beach where you can go and hang out. So I didn't like that. We were far away from everything. Everything was like a 2-hour drive, but the resort was really nice. People loved the fact that there was a butler service. They loved the fact that they had the Diamond Club, which we all booked with Diamond Club. And that came with the private lounge and the upgraded liquor, right? Awesome. So that was something that I did really appreciate about that particular resort. The lower price rooms, like the standard rooms there, were awful. The rooms were tiny, and I had so many complaints about the rooms. If you didn't book a suite or a swim up, you were in a tiny room at the Royalton, which people hated that. But because of the other things, I did price both the Royalton and the RIU. So this will be my 4th time staying at this particular RIU. I stayed at this RIU before, and so I had a few people mention to me that the resort looks older It doesn't look, like a luxury, new, high, new, spanking new resort, which is true. It is an older resort. And someone asked me, why did you pick this resort, right? And it made me think about, why did I really pick the resort? So I started to think, like, what is the reason why I picked the resort? So I like the resort because it gives me real Jamaica. It gives me the real Jamaica vibe. So I don't feel like I'm at a tourist attraction like some of the other resorts have the feel of that. You can go to a nicer resort. Yeah, it's going to be, the rooms are probably going to be more updated and, everything looks more luxurious, but it feels like you're at a tourist site. The RIU Negril is going to give you an authentic feel. The staff is very friendly. They're going to take care of you. It's going to be comfortable. You're going to feel at home. Even just walking the property, you're going to get that authentic feel of Jamaica. And that's what I like to provide to my guests. So I guess in essence, that is the point of the trip. That's what I provide. And I've said this before. I posted it on Facebook or Instagram, and a lot of people who follow me or who have been on trips with me have heard me say, I'm giving you guys the real Jamaica. It's not the tourist Jamaica. So maybe I should make that my slogan, and that way people know, right off the bat when they're booking with me, that this is what it is. So that's why I have O'Brien. He's, my business partner there in Jamaica, and O'Brien's going to make you guys feel at home at all times. He's going to go out of his way. O'Brien does things that sometimes I'll tell him, like, O'Brien, you didn't have to do that, or you shouldn't have done that, because now, you're putting a strain on yourself. But that's the Jamaican culture. I will admit, sometimes you might run into a waitress or a store clerk that, might seem like they're being rude or have an attitude. Yeah, it's going to happen. But for the most part, the most people that are there are going to be courteous to you and friendly, because Americans bring a lot of money to their, a lot of people survive off of tourism there. So that's that. So I will say that the RIU Negril is a very comfortable resort. The rooms are going to be clean. It's not going to be as updated as some of the other resorts, but it's well taken care of. And the restaurants are going to be similar to me. It's similar to, like, if you go on a cruise, right? So you have the buffet, or you have different restaurants, and they're feeding hundreds of people a day. So sometimes the dish may not be all the way, right. But they have really good oxtails. The jerk chicken hut is bomb. What else? Drinks. Oh, well, breakfast is always good. Dinner, curry, oxtails. I would pop into the buffet every night just to see if they have the oxtails. They do have an app that I'm going to recommend everyone download. It's the RIU, RIU, and you can just find it in your app store. And that app is going to give you access to all of the information on the resort. So it's going to show you the restaurants, what time they open and close. But sometimes the restaurants, like the first come, first serve restaurants, they'll be closed on days that they say they're open. But so, you just kind of got to go and see. But they have some pretty good cuisines there. I've sat at the Asian style cuisine. So, go try it out. If you don't like it, hey, it's free. Throw the plate away, try the next restaurant, or if you didn't like that dish, ask for another dish. That's what they're there for. They're there to serve you. I'm trying to think, was there anything else that I wanted to say about the accommodations? Drinks. Okay, so there are several bars throughout the property, and most of them stay open late. So you'll have the main bar by the entertainment area, so it's by the stage. That one stays open late. And then you have the bar that is by the check-in, the lobby. That one stays open, I think, until 10 or 11. But the app's going to give you all the times as well. So for the most part, they serve a lot of rum, right? It's Jamaica. They make the rum there. So that's their thing, is rum. Any other alcohol, maybe like a well alcohol. So you're not gonna find Hennessy, you're not gonna find one, you know, someone made like Ciroc or different things like that. You're not gonna find that there. So I suggest if that's something that you specifically are like, I'm gonna need a bottle of Hennessy, I'm gonna need, you know, whatever liquor it is that you like, grab it at the airport. They have the tax-free liquor, you know, when you first come out, and usually they have deals like 2 bottles for this price, or they'll have a sale. So yeah, grab a couple bottles if that's what you want to do. And other than that, you know, me, I drink a lot of mojitos. They have a really good blended drink called a dirty banana. It's like bananas mixed with rum, really good. So yeah, so that's it for the accommodations. You guys have any questions on that? Email me, you can text me, but all in all, I think that you guys will really enjoy it. I do recommend tipping, like bring one so that you can tip your bartender. If we're hanging out at the resort and you've gotten 5 drinks, you know, leave $1 or $2 there for the bartender, even though the drinks are included. If you go to dinner and someone waited on you, leave a couple dollars. It's just stand. That's what I do. I just try to show gratitude, because I know that the workers really don't make that much money. Let's be honest. But okay, on to the next video.